TV does not want you to be great at anything else, you know, if you're doing one thing great. I mean, I had the opportunity to do morning radio while I was on TV, which would not have interfered. But powers that be mushed because they want you to be one thing. And so, yeah, there's a lot of, it's a career, it's a whole book. But some things happened where some people had the wrong ideas about things. Some people had the right ideas about things. Yeah, but there was a smush motion. Yep, that's it for her album. That's what happened to our album. If anybody asks. Did I deserve that? No. But at the time, I can say that I was asked a question by Lyor Cohen, and he said, "What can I do to make you happy?" And I just said, "Let me go." So that's the first part of what happened to that. There's more. So I'm thinking about Daytona Beach. I'm talking to a friend about Daytona Beach just now, and I'm cracking up because Daytona Beach was the wildest event I've ever attended that had anything to do with BET. When I say wild, I mean wildest. And people were playing pranks on each other. There was all kind of stuff happening. Genuine and Ja Rule got me so good that I called Steven thinking AJ, it was a mess. They played with me real tough at 2 a.m. But the story I want to tell y'all is that I can't remember the hotel we were in, but this hotel has like the longest hallway ever. Like there's one set of elevators over here and one all the way at the end. And this hallway is long. Like I think my mom had came with me and security, and I'm promised, and there was only like 4 elevators in the whole hotel. I don't understand this. I hope they fix that shit. But long hallway. I'm talking about this hallway is long. And we walking. I'm sorry, I went to the gym this morning, so hair's not done right. Long hallway. Walking, we get to the end. My room, for some reason, is on the top floor at the end by a stairway. I don't know what happened. You know me. I'm in the house, 8 o'clock. Everybody goes out. Somehow someone figured out what room I was in. And also the roof deck or something was in there. And something happened.
Wait, so you were asleep?
And yeah.
You were asleep? And
when they started banging on the door? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so someone figured out what room was my door. And when I tell you, all of a sudden they was banging on my door. People was calling saying there's room service outside with something. There was some guys outside. They was like, "Free, we know you in there." Oh, God. I was so scared. I was like, oh, shit. So I'm calling. The elevators were locked out. They were busy. No one could get upstairs to get me. It was like an hour. I remember pushing something in front of the door. It was and I got to tell y'all who saved me. Do y'all know who saved me? Cash Money. So love to Cash Money forever and a day, because Cash Money came up there, opened that door, I got my bags, we went down the stairs. They was ready. It was not a game. And I appreciate them because I was in Daytona. I don't know what could have happened, but it was bad. So shout out to Cash Money, they came through. And then where else were we at? And people started shooting. And we was on the deck in the balcony. Were we at Tigger's balcony somewhere? Cash Money saved us again. And that's some real shit right there. So love to Cash Money forever and ever. I just had to say, share that story. I got plenty more. Stephen Hill, get on here. I'll tell you my favorite Stephen Hill story. Shit, I got a bunch of Stephen Hill stories. Where's Stephen Hill at? He be like, "Free, nobody cares about me. I'm the executive." Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do, sir. I'm getting my nails done this morning. Because they look like someone was chewing on them. Because I decided to clear out some stuff. Man, listen. Can we talk about storage today? I want to talk about storage. If you have a storage, just get rid of it. Like, get rid of it. We be holding on to storages thinking that like, oh, this stuff, I need this stuff. And you go back to your storage and you got like 200 hangers.
That's fine.
6 pair of sheets for a bed size you don't have no more. An old rusted ninja thing. Get rid of storage. Is taking money that away from you that you don't need. Now, unless you someone like you know who needs storage? Some like Candy Burris needs storage, right? And I'm sure she got warehouses of storage. But everybody don't need storage. Benjamin, what do you mean? Where are my solo albums? I really worked on 2. So there are 2. Would you like to join me in finding out who owns that album now? Let's find out together. I'm going to do my academics vibe and get on here and start looking on the computer and showing y'all shit. Slide. Check. Slide. Check. If anybody's old enough to remember a typewriter going... Good morning, y'all. Yeah, ATL's on. She knows me. She's like, yeah, let me put on the vibes. The vibe. Shit, we watched the End of Soul Plane a few minutes ago. And every time I see that movie, I can't take it. Man, they saved me because they came and got me out that top floor. There was a lot of them, and they came and got me, and wasn't nobody messing with them. You feel me? You feels me. Yeah. And the other time, I just remember somebody shooting. We were on the deck. Somehow we got off the deck. Or did we go to the deck for safety? I don't know, but somebody knows. TJ, the real third. I saw a typewriter the other day at a antique spot, and I was like, I think I want that. Well, Terrell Taylor, 923, thank you for used to being a big fan. We appreciate that. We do. Okay, serious stuff. The government is shut down. What the fuck's going on? Somebody want to talk to me about this? Because I've had a few of my friends hit me like they on furlough, and it's not a game. Benjamin, we have a private listening party. I'll do it in New York at a lounge if you down. What label was I signed to? First record label deal was Red Eye Records under Priority. Second label deal was Refugee All Stars under Wyclef and I believe Columbia at the time. And then Clef took the label over to Clive Davis. The third and my most. When I was signed with Clef didn't care about nothing but me rapping. Just rap, because I could rap my ass off. Just rap. But I also sing and write. I'm R&B and hip-hop at the core. So then I signed with the amazing Sylvia Rohn. And through that process, I got to be free. I got to exercise more writing skills. I'm dope. I got to sing more, write songs more, and just be a more well-rounded artist. And we did everything that, I think I did everything right. I did everything right. I don't take anything back off of that project. But some things happened where some people had the wrong ideas about things. Some people had the right ideas about things. Yeah, but there was a smush motion. Yep, that's it for her album. That's what happened to our album. If anybody asks, are you still here? I'm sorry.
Had to shake it.
Yes, beautiful. So that's what happened. It was somebody smushed it. A couple people smushed it. Now, did I deserve that? No. But at the time, I can say that I was asked a question by Lyor Cohen, and he said, "What can I do to make you happy?" And I just said, "Let me go." So that's the first part of what happened to that. There's more to it. And one day I'll tell you why I said let me go. But it was Lyor Cohen. So there's that. Ooh, it's a trippy time, I'll tell you. A trippy time. At the time, I think I did what I thought was best. I look back and I definitely could have did a couple of things different. But I would not change the music. I would not change the music. I wouldn't change a word. I wouldn't change anything in the music. It took me all my life to write that album. All my life and experiences. I definitely heard rumors, which we'll cover on another one, but I definitely heard rumors, and all it takes is the attorney to go find out what the fuck happened, right? But that's the gist of it. And then I was on TV, right? So TV doesn't want you to be, I don't know what happened there. TV does not want you to be great at anything else, you know, if you're doing one thing great. I mean, I had the opportunity to do morning radio while I was on TV, which would not have interfered. But powers that be mushed because they want you to be one thing. And so, yeah, there's a lot of, it's a career, it's a whole book. I'm trying to find my right thing again, y'all. All right, it's gone. He's on here. Hi. I'll see y'all. No, I didn't. I wasn't signed to Clyde. The master's about to come back anyway. We ain't birds, we ain't heading south. Break down the outfit. What outfit? The bandana and the hoodie? That's all it is today, buddy. Ain't no outfit breaking down. Bow tie pimping. Yes, of course I do. You'll see some stuff coming. I do. I host events. I just hosted a few wonderful events in Boston. One for recovering, the Road to Recovery event in Dudley, which was really, really nice. And I had a couple of things coming up next week, but I can't tell you what they are. But yeah, thanks, Benjamin. I think my favorite feature was the one with Ashanti, the Focus one, because Irv asked for that. Irv was like, I need you to come do this record, you know. And Irv is wild. Irv was wild. Rest in peace, Irv. He was so much fun when it came to the studio. He always operated off of pressure. Pressure. Instead of like, just pressure. Irv be like, can you do it? Can you do it now? That was a fun one. And then Tweet. Shook Up. I loved Shook Up with Tweet. If I had a speaker, I'd play it right now. Somebody played me a mixtape, something I did when I think I was signed at refugee camp at the time or before, with DJ Rude, and I killed that. You know you only gotta have like 4 really good verses in your whole life. Why you gonna need the bandana up off me? Look, y'all already know what it is. May not come here looking like it's lights, camera, action, huh? Man, I do it. No. Me come here as me is, huh? One star. Shout out to all my haters that are watching. I love you. Terrell Taylor, you thought I was home? Getting my nails done? Some people have it like that. I do not have it like that. Okay? I mean, you know, it can happen, but I'm gonna get out the house. I am not West Indian. I'm not nothing. I'm sorry. That was like, it's one of the worst accidents I ever do. And people cuss me out all the time for doing it. But sometimes it just comes out, okay? I do consider myself Haitian adjacent, though. Shout out to the refugee camp, Wyclef, Claudine, Joseph, Mama, Titi, Margie, Charmaine, Beast. Shout out to the whole crew. Everybody except for Pros. I'm kidding, Pros. I'm kidding. I think who get time? Yeah, I was signed to refugee camp. And that was like one of the most amazing experiences because Wyclef was on tour and I got with Clef. Now with Wyclef's joint, it was so special because Clef's a super producer and Jerry Wonder. Shout out to Jerry Wonder. I love y'all. Jerry, I'm gonna tell our story about New York in 2016 too one day. How you saved me. So thank you, Jerry. I'm not gonna cry. Oh Jesus. Anyway, Wyclef produced My Love Is Your Love in the studio. I was in the studio with Whitney Houston and Lionel Richie and just, I mean, every artist that he worked with during that time, like we'd be in the studio. And so Clef, I consider Clef like the music man, like because he just lives and vibes and thrives in music. Like we would go to the studio and Clef would, for Clef to go in the studio, he needs an audience. Everybody got to be in the room. And then you got to be in the room having a good time. They got to have them bottles. What was them XO bottles back then? The big bottle with the red. Everybody got, and once he goes in the booth, you can't move. Like you can't leave the room because you mess up the energy of his performance. And so I really, really, really admired that about Clef because he is a performer. Me? Everybody got, I think one time I was like, I don't know LL. He has to leave. Back in the day, I'm telling you, it used to be a mess. Oh, okay. My whole face is in it. Thank you. Yeah, so that's little stories this morning.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.